Greetings. Welcome to the Boss Apps booth. I'm Brandon Poole, the Boss Apps creator. Boss Apps, welcome. We're in Las Vegas. Welcome. We got Amy flew in last night. We have Microsoft next door. We have Dell. We have those companies besides us. And we're here today doing a presentation where we're discussing apps and technology. Thank you for joining us. We're here giving a presentation. We have people connected all over the world. We have Google in the house. We got Bill Gates in the house. We got Larry Ellison. We got Michael Dell. We have Larry Page, Sergey Brin, the Google founders. We also have the Yahoo founders. I can't think of their name right now. But we have all the big wigs checking in today to hear this presentation. Everyone's waiting on the Boss Apps. But we're here. We've gotten the code to a good place where it's good, it's stable. It's no longer crashing. We had problems last year with apps crashing because it was getting so much traffic. We fixed all those bugs, and we're here today having live demonstrations. Welcome to our booth. This booth costs a lot of money. It costs tens of thousands of dollars. You see all the amenities, right? You see all the audience and the crowd. You see everyone here helping support. So we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Let's dive right in. What is Boss Apps? Boss Apps was started in 2016 by myself. And at the time, I recently sold a social network, right? I can take a little backstory. I'm Brandon Poole, went to Fort Valley State, started a social network. I was bored in college, didn't like school too much. So I said, what can keep me here? I said, hey, I'm gonna start a social network. Started a social network, was going around with cameras, taking pictures of the students. It became really popular. Fast forward, senior year of college, I'm graduating, looking for a job. I put the website on my resume. Company saw it, they bought it. Long story short, they gave me $50K and a full-time salary, and I took it. Boom. So my first experience as a job was a company that I sold. Facts. This is Brandon Poole, aka Tank. Right. So I did that, but when I graduated, when I had the idea and I was networking it around, saying, hey, I got this website. It was called Crunk Friends. Crunk Friends. I got Crunk Friends. It was like, what's Crunk Friends? What can I do with that? I said, that's a good point. So I said, what can I do in business to connect with better other business owners? So I said, why not apps? Why not technology? I'm good at making websites. So what about if I can create a system where I can make websites fast? That way I can be able to go to any business out there and be able to do business with them. Construction businesses, retail, fashion, media, music, any agency, any business, they all need a website and mobile app. So I spent the years building this technology, a lot of research and development, a lot of money has been spent, a lot of time has been spent. And we're here today which is called the Boss App system. I got to clap it up just for that alone because it's been a long journey. And we're here today and we're still making it happen. We got the banners in, right? We got some sample apps here. We got the Boss Lash app. This is for ladies who do the eyelashes and the eyes, and for your beauty experts out there. We got the Boss Sneaker app, right? For the sneaker heads out there, people who looking in the sneaker game, and you got to sell it through the app, right? Why not sell it through the app? You can push your sneakers through the app. Simple as that. We got the animals. If you are in exotic animals, want to sell exotic animals through your app, we have a system for that. Even for food. So if you got a food truck out there, you need it for your customers to download your app and be able to order food from you directly. Because right now you're going through Uber and DoorDash, right? Uber and DoorDash, they're getting their percentage. Why not give your customers an additional option of cutting out the middleman and they can order the food directly to you? So Boss Apps, we've created a business system to where we can easily build business apps and be able to get them out, at an affordable pace. Facts, right? This business system, it consists of many, many layers. And these layers are code that's business related to be able to handle business functions such as, products, services, checkout, comments and reviews, all of those things that's needed to operate your business. You can be able to do through your own business, right? So here at the booth, let's see what we have on display. This here is an iPhone 13 to be exact. We have a sports app. For the sports, you have a sports program. You're looking to do a sports app. We have it here. You can go download this down in the App Store. It's a pretty nice app. It's very clean. Got the menu options, right? This is a sports app. For those sports players out there, or who had a sports program, you want to, get your team on the sports, their own app. This is the Making Mavs app. Making Mavs. This is gentleman, Jason Gates. You know, he's a wonderful guy. We went to college together, and he has a sports program in Middle Georgia where he coaches youth basketball, and that's his mobile app. There, it's live in the App Store now. And this is another app for for your beauty experts out there. You're in the beauty industry, you're selling products, you want to list your services. Why not do it through your own app? People can look at your service, see what you got to offer, and they can be able to check out. This app can be fully customized. You can customize and make changes yourself. Right? We having a little network issues, but we're not gonna let that stop us get in the way. Pictures pop up. Hey, look at the pictures. Yep. So yep, we're here. So we just talking about apps. So we got an actual demo of an app that can be downloaded. That we can see it on our Boss Apps YouTube channel. It's a sports sneaker app. It's on Play, and it's showing the entire process of how the sports app work. So let me see where we at with the time. We're 5 minutes in, so let's go 5 more minutes. If I can have 5 more minutes of your time. Thank you for joining our booth again. We're here in Las Vegas. I had the opportunity to meet with Bill Gates this morning for lunch or for breakfast. Later on tonight, I meet another mentor of mine, Larry Ellison. Right, these are lifelong mentors that I've studied, especially Bill Gates. Right, Bill Gates. I was first introduced to Bill Gates with Windows. When he came out with Windows, I was in love with the program. I was around 14, 15 years old. And the operating system came out, and it just took the market by storm. And Bill Gates at the time was the creator of Microsoft, but he was more of a coder, right? He's more off, on edge. He's very, introverted. I would say he's the idea guy, right? He's channeling energy down, and so he has his team, right? Me and him, we have similar personalities. So I admire Bill Gates. Fast forward in college, the computer information department, they sent me to Vegas to where I actually sat and met with. I didn't sit with Bill Gates, but I did see him it was a show that they had. It's called Comdex. This is back in 2001, and I was there in Vegas where Bill Gates came out. He introduced Service Pack 2, right? Because Windows at the time, they was coming out with different service packs. It was Service Pack 1, Service Pack 2, right? And then when Service Pack 2 came out, that fixed a lot of the internet viruses that was coming out at the time. Because at the time, Windows was open and people was hitting with a lot of viruses, and they was taking people's cold computers over, right? So they came up with the Service Pack 2 to kind of patch a lot of those holes. So I went to Vegas, and that was when they were introducing Vegas. And at the time, I got into coding. Right at that time, at the same time, I had the social network. It was getting popular on campus. Had a few thousand members, and people was liking it. And I was really getting into programming. But there in Vegas, I can share a quick story. I met with the developers, the Microsoft team. They had a booth there, a big booth, huge, right? And a few of the Microsoft developers are there. So I'm curious about, learning about, how to become a coder. So I went to them and I asked, what's the differences in, Java. And Java at the time was one of the more popular programming languages, and Microsoft, right? We have Java and Microsoft at the time. Java was popular in the open source community, and Microsoft was more popular in the corporate educational community. So I asked one of the coders, I was like, hey, which system should I go with? Should I learn Java or should I learn Microsoft.NET? And the gentleman replied back, well, he said, hey, well, if you like pain, use Java, right? But if you want it ease and simple, use .NET. So boom, since then I was using .NET, working with .NET. I built, the social network in .NET, created it, pushed it out. People was liking it. But I wasn't a fan of .NET. I knew something was missing with .NET. I knew it was more to application development. I didn't know exactly what at the time, but I just knew this isn't complete. .NET was just too easy. The drag and drop features, I knew something was missing, right? What I was missing was the open source community. That was the other half of the application development world. So after many, many years of experience with Microsoft and .NET tools, I graduated and went over to the open source community. And that's what these products have been created with, is open source community, Linux, for an example, Node.js, Mongo database, Redis framework. These are some powerful frameworks that I utilize to build my systems with, right? And in the next video, we're going to do an actual live demonstration of, of how these systems work. We're going to be able to walk through them and be able to see how things, work. So, yes. So with these systems, they're very stable. It's millions of lines of code, right? And then one thing that we tell our customers that when they become a Boss Apps customer, they own the software, right? So you own the software 100%. It is your code. When we give you the application that we build for you, you own it 100%. Whatever you're going to do with it, whatever you want somebody else to work on it, you have that right. Because our tools are open source tools. We use the BizNine framework, which is a powerful framework for developing applications with. If I can go into the BizNine framework, the BizNine framework is a system for building applications. It consists of libraries and tools for building, testing, and deploying applications. This framework is really the source code for all of these applications you see here, right? I have many customers in many different industries. We have customers in healthcare, entertainment, food and beverage, beauty, sports, all these different industries. They're powering the BoSS apps or the BizNine framework system. And, if I can dive into the BizNine framework for a second so we can, kind of dive in and see how this thing works is the BizNine framework is powerful. Why is it powerful? Because one of the libraries, the main core library that is written in is Node.js, right? Node.js is the programming language that's very, very powerful. Node.js is the heart of Chrome. We all are familiar with Chrome. The Chrome browser is one of the more popular browsers out there, right? You have a browser on the computer. If you have a Windows machine, you got Linux, you got Mac. We all utilize a browser. We use the browser to do what? Browse the internet. So as we're browsing, the one particular one that's popular is called Chrome. And when Chrome came out, we noticed it was very fast. Like, wow, this browser is quick. It was like, things was done quick. It was quick. It was faster than Internet Explorer and Firefox. It just seemed to pop. It had a snap to it, right? That's because the core system was written in Node.js. And Node.js is like a newer technology. And, the core of that is a V8 engine. It's called a V8. And that's what Google owns. So Google V8 is the core of Chrome. But a lot of that library is written in C++ and Node.js. Node.js is derived out of the V8, the Google Chrome's atmosphere. So Google put a lot of time and investment into these systems. One particular they put a lot of time to it was Node.js. And it's here today and it's very fast. Node.js is the core library that we utilize to handle our business logic. Node.js is, I'm a fan of, it's quick. It's what they call a circular or synchronized programming. Meaning everything happens in a circle. It's constantly happening. Everything is in circular motion. You send something, you're gonna always get something back. Send something, you always get something back, right? You should always be expecting something. So it's like as you're coding, you're always thinking the mentality of it's in a circle, right? I'm gonna send something, I'm gonna get something back. And that's more of a client server relationship in a sense, right? Because in application development, you have that scenario where you have the client, which is your laptop, your phone, your device, and that client communicates with the server, right? So the server is in the cloud somewhere. It's Google, it's Amazon, it's in the cloud. So it's that circular motion of going from server to client, server to client. It's like that circular motion, that back and forth. That's what's happening in the network, right? So Node.js take those concepts to make their programming language also asynchronous, where it's in a circular motion, where things are happening in the circle. And that's a great concept. It took me like a while to wrap my head around it, because the Microsoft .NET developers were so kind of dated, That's the thing with this technology, right? Technology come on, boom, it has a significant impact, it makes a bunch of noise. A lot of people love it. Everybody, run and grab it, learn about it. But then what happens next year, something new comes out. Next year, something new comes out. So each year, new and newer technologies come out. But the ones that have stood the test of time are your big companies like the Microsoft, your Google, your Facebook. These are conglomerates that has a lot of backing, thousands of programmers, and a lot of support, and community of people all over the planet. Thus pushing them, making them push forward, right? But BoSS app, we're not there yet. We're getting close. We're doing good in revenue, right? The system is good. We're gaining momentum. But with us, we're a smaller company. But it's good. It's good to be small because now we can have that relationship with our clients where they can call us on the phone. They can talk to us, ask us questions, get dialogue, get feedback. Not only do we build apps, right, but we also offer, workshop training where we show you ins and outs of application development. Because it's good for you're paying all this money for your systems you're getting. You got to know how they work, right? You gotta know, what does this, how much does this technology cost? How long it's going to take to implement? What are its features? What is its advantages? What is its disadvantages? So in our workshops and our training courses, we go over all these things. We like to educate our customers and our clients and our partners what we do and what we have going on. That is very important to us at Boss Apps because information is power, right? And technology has taken over the world. We all know that. It's also a fact that the computer is the most complicated device that humans have ever created. I repeat, the computer is the most complicated, device ever made. We must learn to master these systems, make these systems a part of our day-to-day life, and utilize in our day-to-day functions. And one way of doing that is doing it through a form of a mobile app, right? But how you go about doing that? How you go about making a mobile app? You got to first, you got to find a coder or a technology company you can partner with, and you got to give them your ideas and resources so they can go about building that. And the better the company, the better they are about what they do, the better that product is going to come out. So that's what we do at Boss Apps. Any idea you all have out there, you got an idea for an app, for a website, reach out, contact us. We're always accessible. We have specialists that's located all over the world. We can pick up and we can help you out. We can support you, because you want to have that personal relationship with, your team. And I don't care what kind of business you got going on out there. You got to have your technology system, you got to be working on it. You got to be, adding value to it. You got to be focusing on it because the right technology can help you connect with customers all over the planet. We got to get out of our immediate circles and go outside, because it's a big world out there, right? Your customers may be on another time zone, in a whole another continent, another country. You have to be able to connect with those customers using the technology, using the internet, using the products, using the website, using the internet. And these entities you have, they must look professional. They must work. They must be stable. Like our uptime is 100%, people. You know how proud I am to say that right now? 100% uptime. Not that for weeks now. Excuse me. But we had some, months ago, we had some, working on some new things, implemented some things. So I would say the past 7, 8, 9 weeks, 100% uptime. No drops. No drops. No server crashes. We've been up, stable, right? Gaining momentum, gaining momentum. Hosting bill is going up, but hey, that's part of the game, The hosting bill, what is hosting? So your hosting is where your applications are hosted. And we have all of our apps in, a big server farm. That bill is really high right now. But it's a good thing for your bills to be high, that bill. Because we got a lot of business happening, so the bill is spiking. Right, but we're out here in Vegas at Comdex. We talking our talk networking and getting more customers. Let me check the time. We at 18 minutes. So this is where we at, people. You're interested in getting your own custom website, mobile app. Boss Apps is who you need to be contacting, going to. You need your own website, your own mobile app. You're looking to get your own, workshop training courses done. We can provide that training as well. We can show you how to build, how to build a website, how to build a mobile app like we have here. In the next video, we're going to go into details, looking at these apps and just going over them and showcasing them. So that's where we at with this. So, I'm Brandon Poole Sr. I go by Tank. Everybody call me Tank. Mom call me Tank because I'm, I got a big head. I call it a computer head. There's a computer in there. Apparently there's something in there because it produced and generated this. We getting there. To get to this point, we came far, but we're not going to dwell on the past. We're not going to focus on the past. We're pushing forward. So it was a great video. It's 19 minutes. So we're going to sign out. We're going to, then they're going to break for, we're going to go down to the casino and shut down. We're going to go to dinner tonight. And I think we're going to fly out to Hawaii. I think we're going out to Hawaii next. So that's what we got on the agenda, team. Love you guys. Stay tuned. Boss Apps Tank signing out.